So can I welcome everyone that is on board right now, participants? Good evening to you all. What we're about to do tonight is usual to us. Every Wednesday evening, about this time, 8 p.m. Nigerian time. The reason being that the medical team of our group, HPG and Power Team, we saw the need to create awareness. Many people just have issues and cannot explain. But they say awareness is power, knowledge is power. And we saw the need to keep sharing this information free of charge every Wednesday night. Once you're home, relax, it's on a Zoom and enjoy. So tonight we have another edition of our Wednesday Health Awareness Talk. Last week we spoke about cardiovascular issues. I'm not just talking about it, which way out? Look at the solution. What do we do? Which way out? Are we going left or right? Or somewhere around the center as per solution? So tonight we are going to talk about what we refer to as infertility and then erectile dysfunction. And doctor will want to look at it from sexual, performance and dysfunction. However, he's going to look at it is all going to center around infertility and then erectile dysfunction. And tonight, we are going to follow the time strictly. Dr. Manua, all the way from the north, is a seasoned, well-experienced medical doctor. He has been on the field, being of help to as many people as you can think of. He's going to talk about the infertility, or sexual performance, and dysfunctions. And at the end of it, we will have course to summarize it and talk about what product, what supplement, what are those things God had wanted us to use to remain well in performance. So I want to invite Dr. Manua. He's a medical doctor. I practiced for years. He's equally an accountant, as I heard. He's an accountant, so he's a businessman to the core. He's an entrepreneur as well. So Dr. Manua, we want to welcome you to tonight's edition. And you pilot us. At the end of it, we'll talk about the solution. And then, as a matter of fact, we'll take 15 minutes and veer off a little bit and talk about something else. So I want to welcome everybody once more and to say you are welcome to our fold. You are welcome to tonight's Health Awareness Talk. And Dr. Manua, please, you are welcome, highly welcome. Please, you can share your screen now and let's fire on. Welcome. Hello, doctor. Yeah, I co-host already. Yeah, I can see your screen coming up. Hello, doctor, can I hear your voice? So you should mute him. All right, doctor, you are muted. Sorry. You can talk. Doctor,
good evening, everyone.
Oh, good evening,
good evening, everyone. Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity to help our community. And all introduction has been made. And because I have 45 minutes time limit, I will go straight away. As an introduction, the topic has already been said: infertility and erectile dysfunction. This is more of a male aspect, but we will also talk on the women aspects. So we are not going to dwell medically on the management from the beginning to the end, but I'm going to highlight most of the important aspects in a layman's language, where everyone will benefit from the discussion. Sir?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Can I get 1 minute? Please hold on. Give me 1 minute, just 60 seconds, please.
Okay, yeah. I'm sure doctor want to connect family to his system. And please, whatever we take home today, it's not just hearing, but let's take action. Taking action, because it's all about our health. We're talking about our health. How well can we be? So it's going to be a thorough training. Listen carefully and apply to, oh, thank God I know now. And this is why this has been happening and all that. So it's an information, free information tonight. Yeah, as soon as doctor comes up now, we'll blast on immediately. And just pray doctor is not on call tonight again. All over the world, millions of people have had several issues that borders on infertility. And the trend keeps rising. That is what bothers us in this group. And sincerely speaking, membership of the group is people who are kind, free-minded people, people like Dr. Clement Digo, Dr. Manoa, and a host lot of people. Yes, the pharmacists, the Lucky, Ragu. Yeah, you see Justina Ekmerijin, the pharmacist. There are a lot of people that are concerned to say, look, let's not keep quiet. Let's not, somebody need to bear the cards. And so the whole of last year, every Wednesday we came out on issues like health issues. We talked about prostate, we talked about cardiovascular, we talked about infertility, erectile dysfunction for men. Why will a man not be a man? Why will a man have failures? Why will a woman not be productive? These are all issues that it has been here and there, but we want to headlong. What are these issues and what are the solutions? Some of you can begin to think back years and years and years and years ago, where we have very few hospitals, few doctors. Yet, even at that time, we didn't hear of a man not having erection, or we didn't hear a woman not being able to be pregnant. So some of these issues of infertility was not there. But now we have a lot of left, right, and center hospitals, private clinics, government hospitals. Oh, in fact, every year you have hundreds of medical doctors churned out of universities, qualified medical personnel churned out of universities. Now, how come we have this incidence of infertility or sexual performance is not enhanced on the increase? There must be something wrong, because we took a direction. Now, what must be wrong? Maybe the nutrition has changed. Our nutrition has
I
changed.
think I am
Oh, you
back.
have come back. Okay, doctor. Okay, doctor. Welcome back.
Yes, you change me to a co-host on my laptop.
Okay. The co-host now on the laptop. Okay. Co-host. Yeah, you're already a co-host now on your laptop. Hello, doctor. Hello, doctor.
Hello.
Yeah, you're a
Hello,
co-host.
I can hear you, sir.
You're a co-host now.
Thank you very much. Very sorry for the little delay that we have had. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. As I said earlier, this is a very important topic, particularly at this period, where hundreds of thousands of people are having challenges regarding infertility, and a lot of men are becoming emotionally, psychologically affected due to erectile dysfunction. In fact, it has never been so rampant, the issue of erectile dysfunction or sexual dysfunction, to cover both male and female. So we are going to start with infertility. One thing we should understand in a layman's language is that infertility has to do with something that is very sensitive, very, very emotional. In fact, if you are blessed with children, you should thank God, because we have been coming across challenges like that. In fact, yesterday we had 2 cases, and one of them was a 54-year-old woman who married 17 years ago and has, at the age of 38, and has never had a child. So you can see the emotion coming out if you come into contact with a relative, a neighbor, a colleague, a friend who is undergoing this very bad experience. So what do you mean by infertility? Infertility in a layman's vocabulary means when couples do not have an issue after 12 months or more of continuous or adequate, unprotected sexual intercourse. The sex, the intimacy has to be unprotected, no condom, no anything, no family planning, and it has to be also adequate, at least 3 to 5 times a week. And that will now account for primary infertility, in the sense where those couples have never had an issue. The woman has not even had a miscarriage or an abortion. But there is also another part of infertility, which is secondary infertility. This one is also becoming very, very rampant, because we have been having a lot of women coming to tell us that they already have 4 children, 3 children, 2 children, and but they are looking for another child now for 4, 5 years. That their last childbirth was 6 years, 8 years, 4 years. In fact, their last childbirth was only 3 years. The last time they had an issue was 3 years, and they have 3 children, for example. But they are desperately looking for another child, as if they had never had a child. So this is a very important topic at this time, and is also a very sensitive topic. And I believe for those of us that are here today, who are blessed with children, we will take this message to our friends, to our neighbors, to our relatives, and to our colleagues, and inform them on what are the necessary steps that they should take, if at all there are things they are missing while trying to get an issue. So there are many causes for infertility, but this is not a medical presentation. So I want to quickly go through the causes and then predisposing factors, and then we now give time for questions and answers, because there are maybe some people who join this discussion to ask 1 or 2 questions relating to what they are experiencing. But if you can look at my screen here, I'm going to broadly talk on the some of the causes, physical and psychological. The physical side is where people are having obesity or diabetes. Obesity is a likely cause of infertility, and same with diabetes. And that is why some people that are looking for local remedy, who are refusing to see their clinicians, who are refusing to reach out to other people to look for help, are the ones that are most affected, and that they are also the ones that are seriously injured psychologically and mentally. So another cause is BPH, benign prostatic hyperplasia, something that has to do with the prostate of the male prostate. We don't have prostate in female prostate, because we will not dwell much on the importance of that, but you will hear more of the practical solution relating to prostate as a cause of infertility in male. Then there are also neurogenic causes, and then hormonal imbalance in both male and female. This is an important factor, particularly in female, which is related to a hormone in female, which we call estrogen, while in male progesterone, testosterone, I mean. Then there are also kidney disease. Kidney disease can also cause infertility. Then injury, maybe as a result of accident or procedures that are done during a particular surgery, can also cause what? Infertility. Then high blood pressure can also cause infertility, and this is an important factor. And that's why, in my experience, though not documented, I have noticed that infertility, particularly primary infertility, if you understand the definition now of primary infertility, is because I've been seeing primary infertility more from those that are on the higher side in terms of weight, and most possibly due to high cholesterol level in those people, whether males or females. That is why one of the cardinal things that we do when we notice that somebody is on the high side in terms of weight, we now try to make sure that we reduce the weight as a countermeasure to see that we address one of the causes of one of the physical causes of infertility. Then there is also the psychological causes. Stress, as simple as some of us might think, can cause infertility. Because if we go further, you will understand that apart from even if there is no physical cause for the infertility, stress can lead to infertility due to psychosocial problems. And then performance anxiety, depression is another psychological cause. Then loss of interest / relationship problems. Then low self-esteem can also cause what? Infertility. But today, our emphasis is not here. The emphasis is more on how do we address infertility? The first thing I will tell you is to contact your physician. Make sure that you see your physician to look at these causes that we have mentioned. It can be on the physical side or on the psychological side. However, today, the discussion worldwide now is moving towards nutritional therapy, because it has been found that most of the diseases that human beings encounter or experience are as a result of lack or deficiency of one or more of some of the nutrients in our body. Thereby, if those nutrients are corrected or replaced, you will see that that particular problem or experience that one is going will now disappear. Then we look at erectile dysfunction, so that we will now come to the nutrition therapy, which is our focus today, where there is no side effect. Nutrition therapy and look at both the infertility and erectile dysfunction. Erectile dysfunction means where a male cannot, have an erect penis, or the penis will be erect, but it cannot be sustained. The erection cannot be sustained. So the general term that we use there is impotence. But as you have just heard, this can be mild, can be moderate, and can be severe. The only way to differentiate is if those causes that we have mentioned are rule out one after the other. You rule this one out, you rule the next one out, you rule the next one out, until when you rule out all the causes. If there is no cause after you have been thoroughly examined, that is when you will now start thinking of something else. So for the males, coitus or intimacy between a husband and a wife, from the male's aspect, has to do with only one organ, primarily, though it's a system of organs, of parts of the organs that form the system. But we are going to look at the penis, because that is where the major problem comes when it comes to erectile dysfunction. And in a layman's language, that's why I'm not even going to put pictures and other things like that. We should understand that the penis is a combination of muscles and blood vessels. Muscles and blood vessels. Just let me use common terms and layman's language where all of us will understand. So those, I'm not even going to mention the different muscles that form the penis, and then I'm not going to even mention the name of the arteries or blood vessels that form it, and then the neuronal supply to the penis. But in a simple term, we should understand that the penis is made up of what? Of muscles mainly and blood vessels that supply the penis. So erection occurs when there is dilatation, and then sustenance of that dilatation of the arteries of the penis. And that's where erection takes place. And that's how erection takes place. And when that particular supply is sustained, and that's how erection is sustained. If there is any problem, anything that will affect the muscles, any cause that will apply, it will affect the blood vessels, the arteries, then erection will be affected. And that's where the dysfunction comes into play. So today, apart from the medical aspect of how you can correct that erectile dysfunction, whether physically through intervention, meaning to say surgeries, or through drugs, which we do know that all orthodox drugs do have side effects. Even paracetamol has its own side effects. Today, we are going to look at the natural solution through which we may correct that particular erectile dysfunction. And what do you need to do that? Then, on the female side, there are also causes for infertility. And there are also causes for loss of interest in what? In sexual desires. So there is also many reasons, both physical and also psychological. They may be attributed to those issues that we have mentioned, those causes that we have mentioned earlier. And it may also be physical, meaning related to the reproductive system. One common thing today is blockage of the tube. That is the tube fallopian tubes in females. Another cause can be what? Uterine fibroid, and a host of other, causes that have to do with the female reproductive system. So let us go and look at quickly to give you time for asking questions. We are going to look at the nutritional what? Nutritional solution to infertility. I am delighted to tell you today, authoritatively, that we have helped in my team, we have helped a lot of women and also a lot of men to address their infertility challenges. I cannot forget one woman in Gombe State. Today, last year, 2021, she had her second issue, but they had been battling with infertility, primary infertility for almost, 6 years. And they went for even in vitro fertilization, IVF. The IVF failed twice until now she came across the nutritional therapy. And these are the products that I'm going to discuss with you tonight. I'm going to take the male aspect. The male aspect has to do, apart from the physical causes, diabetes, hypertension, obesity, congenital problems, surgeries. Apart from those ones, mainly has to do with the what? With the sperm production and the sperm ejaculation. And then the quality, the quantity, the morphology, and the other characteristics of the sperm itself that demand discharges into the female reproductive system. So what do we usually give them nutritionally? I'm happy to also tell you today that there is a special product. If you have never come across this product today, it is your time to shine. And that product, the first one is multi-marker, forever multi-marker. And marker is commonly known as the sex herb of the Incas. This is from Latin America. It's a plant, natural, organic, no side effects. And this one addresses the issue at the hormonal level, in terms of male, where we are talking about testosterone. And it also helps in taking care of the prostate in males. And it improves the sexual health in males and improving libido, and it also increases stamina and energy levels, meaning to say that it makes erection to be sustained. Other things that it can do is that it also helps in those people that are having depression. And I mentioned earlier on the psychological causes that depression can also be a cause of infertility. Stress can also be a cause of what? Infertility. So multi-marker helps in alleviating what? Stress, in alleviating what? Depression. In women, it also addresses the issue of infertility by regulating their sex hormones, that is progesterone and estrogen. And it also increases stamina and libido in women. And very importantly, multi-marker can also be used in postmenopausal symptoms. Those women that are having irregular periods, which may also be as a result of hormonal imbalance that may cause infertility. So multi-marker is a very important product that can be used for both infertility in males and infertility in females, and it can also be used in the erectile dysfunction because it helps in what? Erection, and it improves libido. The second product, which I think, in my own view, helps that particular woman in Gombe. There are many of them, but that particular woman in Gombe is Forever Royal Jelly. Forever Royal Jelly is superfood of the bees, specially blended with enzymes and fed to each bee, destined to become a what? A queen. It is exclusive food of the queen bee throughout her highly productive life because it contains a balanced blend of amino acids, vitamins, and minerals that support sexual health. Why this one is interesting is that one of other causes of erectile dysfunction is neurogenic. And in Forever Royal Jelly, it contains the only pure source of acetylcholine, which is a neurotransmitter in the brain. And that is one of the beauty of what? Forever Royal Jelly. And it improves fertility, both in males and in females. In fact, for those of us or those people who are having multifactorial causes of infertility, you will find out that Forever Royal Jelly also alleviates stress and anxiety. I have not seen somebody who has used Forever Royal Jelly and has not enjoyed it. There was one woman who took a Forever Royal Jelly to refresh her skin because she wants her skin to glow. And actually her skin glowed. But she told her friend here in Maiduguri, and her friend now also took Royal Jelly, and it seriously increased her sexual libido. And she gave it also to her husband, and before you know, she now took in 1 year or so after having a child. So Forever Royal Jelly is very important in infertility and erectile dysfunction, and it also increases fertility in females. Very, very important. The third product is Forever Vitalize for men and Vitalize for women. Vitalize for men, which is formulated specifically for men, and it is a natural way of process support because it contains herbs, vitamins, minerals, and even lycopene. And it also promotes hormonal balance in men. Well, in 2021, in June, I must tell you, there is one big man who visited a lot of hospitals across the world. If I say across the world, I mean across the world. And he has been battling with prostate problem and secondary infertility. most likely due to the prostate enlargement. And even his residual urine volume was far, far above 200 mils. He came across these products in July 2021, and he started taking Forever Royal Jelly, Forever Multimarker, Forever Vitalized for Women, Agi Plus, and then aloe vera gel. And within 3 months, his prostate came back to its normal size. His reproductive system improves. And to the surprise of all the doctors, particularly the one that he mentioned to me in Egypt, his residual urine volume became normal, less than even, it should not be more than 50 mils, the amount of urine that will be left when a man urinates. But his own even became 30, 35 mils. And everybody was surprised. And up to today, that man is doing well. So vitalized for men, and for the women, there is also vitalized for women, which is a blend of antioxidant-rich fruits, herbs, vitamins, and minerals, which is specifically designed to promote women's sexual well-being. And this promotes healthy reproductive organs. It helps in correcting hormonal imbalance, and it gives the woman a very good mood. So these are also very important products that we need, coupled with the almighty Forever Aloe Vera Gel. I cannot fail to keep on overemphasizing the importance of Forever Aloe Vera Gel. Forever Aloe Vera Gel is a major complementary product to these products that I have mentioned in helping a woman that is having infertility issues, or a male that is also having infertility issues or erectile dysfunction, or both, because it gives deep penetration to these products. Here comes Forever Agi Plus. I worked in one village. In Forever Agi Plus comes in sachets, as you can see there on the screen, 30 sachets in one pack. And I will tell you also this one authoritatively, that in one village that I worked for some time, people were buying males were buying Forever Agi Plus in sachets. I think, if I could remember, about 900 naira per sachet then. They were buying it. And what are they buying it for? They are buying it to improve their erectile function. If you can remember, I told you earlier that the penis is made up of what? Mainly muscles and blood vessels. And the sustenance of supply of blood to the arteries of the penis maintains your erectile function to your desired level. So Agi Plus is a special natural product which was discovered by one renowned scientist and was even awarded a Nobel Prize for discovering that there is an amino acid that is called L-arginine. L-arginine. What does L-arginine do? L-arginine is easily converted to nitric oxide in the blood. And what does nitric oxide do? We all know as doctors that nitric oxide dilates blood vessels. So when blood is supplied to the arteries of the penis, for those people that are taking, for a person that for a male that takes Agi Plus, what it does is that it converts L-arginine to nitric oxide. The nitric oxide now dilates the blood, the arteries of the penis, thereby making it to stand erect, firm, and strong. And it maintains and sustains the erection. You can see that this is a beautiful natural product with no what? No side effects. And you can see it from the diagram that I have shown you here on your screens. Let me come back. Apart from the L-arginine inside Ag+, there is also vitamin C, vitamin D3, K2, B6, B9, B12, and there is also folic acid. There is also pomegranate extract, red wine extract, grape skin extract, blackberry, elderberry, raspberry, blueberry, morella cherry, all within one sachet of Ag+. This is a wonderful product. I have seen it in action. So for those people who are having erectile dysfunction, for those people who are aging, for those people who want to look strong, because athletes usually use Ag+ and it improves their athletic performance. It has been demonstrated clearly. So the last product I will discuss with you is Forever Arctic Sea. You know, for those people who are hefty on the higher side with high cholesterol level, apart from the cholesterol in the body, the arteries are also blocked. The arteries are also blocked with the fats, thereby narrowing it, not allowing enough blood, supply. So the arteries of the penis, when they are blocked with cholesterol, what happens is that there is going to be erectile dysfunction. The penis will not be strong. So using Forever Ag+, which lowers cholesterol and blood pressure, and it also reduces the risk of heart diseases, will help you a lot in addressing your erectile dysfunction. Some people are just attributing high cholesterol with the size of the body. No, you may see a lean person that will now go and do lipid profile, and you will see that the cholesterol, the bad cholesterol on the higher side. So Forever Ag+ is also very, very important. So if you can see Forever Multimaca, Forever Royal Jelly, Forever Aloe Vera Gel, Forever Arctic Sea, for those with high cholesterol, or those that are diabetic, or those that are hypertensive, or those people with depression, or those whose problems have been identified to be as a result of neurogenic nervous system cause, are also required to take Arctic Sea. Male taking these products will greatly improve their fertility and erectile function. And for the women who are suffering with what? Low libido or infertility, should also go for Multimaca, Royal Jelly, Forever Aloe Vera Gel. They can also take Ag+, and then they should also take what? They should also take Vitalize for women, and then Arctic Sea. Very, very important. So for those of us that are here, you can see the good message that we are bringing to our community that will really help us in addressing this major problem. I am telling you, infertility is a major problem. Erectile dysfunction in males is a major problem. In fact, in the books before, you will find out that erectile dysfunction in male, you should be around 45 years and above. But today, you will see young men of 25 years old, between 25 to 40 years, looking for support. That's the common term that is used. They will be looking for what? Support. You will see a young man of 32 years getting married, and before the wedding will now come to doctors, and then today you have seen the causes. If you have these challenges that were one or two that we have mentioned, it is high time that you will go and see your clinicians, and then get solution to it. But alongside, if you are looking for natural solution, nutritional solution, you can now go for these products. As a disclaimer, you should understand that these products are not orthodox drugs. They are natural organic products that have been tested and proven for over 45 years of the existence of this company for living products. So thank you very much. Because of the time limit, I will now allow Pes for questions and answers. Thank you very much. Over to you, sir.
All right. I want to thank Doctor, and well, thank you so much. Addressing the issue of infertility and erectile dysfunction. What we're doing here is just to throw some light on this issue, to let you know, don't even wait until it happens. They say prevention is far, far better than waiting to be cured. Thank you so much, Doctor. We'll get back for question and answer session. A lot of people have been asking some things that I need to address. Yeah. And that takes me quickly. I have about 10 minutes to run through that. We are emphasizing on how well you can be. But a great mentor I have come across in my life that have changed things, lives of many people, his name is Rex Moore. He said one of the greatest sources of illness in the world is an empty wallet. Empty wallet here can be translated to poverty, lack of financial endowment. And how do we help such people? If you want to decrease the number of people who are suffering today, give them a chance to earn an honest living. Give them an opportunity to earn an honest living. So here we are talking about how well you can be. And here somebody is also defining that you may biologically be very well and okay, but one of the greatest sources of illness is when the wallet is empty. So poverty can be one termed as sickness. So we can equally cure it. So I want to take you just an attention. Many people are found to be on the left-hand side of the cash flow quadrant. They are either employees, they are workers, jobbers, earning salary every month, but they need to balance up the equation. It's not how hardworking you are or how much salary you are paid that matters, but at the end of expenditure, when you have spent that salary here and there, how much is left at the end of the month for savings? If there's none, then we need to look somewhere else. That's why I say attention. Attention to what? All entrepreneurs. We want you to become entrepreneurs. I want you to become aspiring business owners. That is the message right now, because the world is changing very fast, and a new force called artificial intelligence is enhancing our operations as humans, making things happen on a far faster, better scale than we have ever imagined. The presence of lucrative opportunity for those early egos who with dignity have decided to be impactful entrepreneurs and successful business owners. That's what we want you to be. Begin to address your minds on how to become an entrepreneur. Address your mind on how you can become a business owner. You can do that as a side business or a part-time business until you find it necessary to go full-time. So this is a new opportunity to take control of your financial future. You have to right now begin to look at the future. How much control do we have on our financial future? Our global system enables motivated individuals to become more proactive and efficient in their income producing activities. This is where I'm driving you to. And then with our own proven business model, we have a proven business model and a top-notch support system. You have the tools that you need to succeed, no matter your age. There are people who are still in school and making their millions. No matter their career field, you can be an engineer, you can be an accountant, these are professional fields, no matter what now, no matter your background. And these tools can be deployed either part-time or side hustle or as full-time career changes. I'm addressing people who are stuck up on the job, J-O-B, that this job has now redefined as a journey of the broke. So we're looking at, as part of the leveraging system that we need to leverage on the AI system, artificial intelligence, because it offers flexible hours and unlimited earning potential. We are going to help you build a business, particularly leveraging on artificial intelligence. There are three greatest business trends today. One of the greatest sectors today, health and wellness sector. If you are in this sector, thank God for your life, because that is where money comes from. Many people today have health crisis, and so this sector provides the solution, and you become a solution provider. Number two, in the process of distributing these products that everybody needs, all humans need, we need to use a model, network marketing model. Today is a fast-changing world. You don't have the time to open up shops and supermarkets. Some of these things will fade away eventually. We heard about Bata in those days. We heard about Lenance. We heard about Kingsway. We heard about some Chanarams. All these things are gone because we're looking at the business today that is sustainable. Now, because of time, what matters most to you in life? Can we begin to think about how to address it? What are your dreams? People have their dreams, but the problem is they don't have the plans to make the dreams become reality. Why can't you rely on our plan? We have good plans, but time will not allow us to go into details. So dream your dreams. Let us use our plans. What is the dream? You want to have a dream ride? Not Belgian cars. What about dream home? Must we remain tenant throughout our lives? At what point the job we are doing now will make us save enough to build a dream home? What are the dream schools for our children? What kind of lifestyle are we looking at? At what point are we going to be going on vacation? Are we looking at pension, financial freedom, self-development? All I've just said here in a briefly. They only happen to people who agree to migrate to the right-hand side of the cash flow quadrant. Then they become business owners, where they make money, really make money. I mean, making money. They make money not just from their effort. If you are making money from your effort, you're on the left-hand side. We call it linear income that corresponds to your effort only. But here we're talking about the big business where leveraging is occurring. You own a system and people work for you. You have savings. Believe me, I say I'm not here to present on casualty, to present on good business. Anyone listening now, imagine your take home in a month is about 6M. If your take home is 6M, if you spend 1M to take care of yourself and your family in a month and have a good one, you still have 5M as savings. Save 5M every month. In 1 year, it's 60M. In 2 years, we're talking about 120 million of you're not borrowing from the bank. Believe me, if you run on this for about 3-4 years, you have enough to invest instead of borrowing money from institutions like banking sectors with high interest rates. I'm sorry, those bankers who are listening, I'm not trying to, but you need your own money. Let's face fact and become an investor. So the way forward, very simply, build your own economy. Create your own economy. You don't have to rely on an economy that is outside your control. And what do I suggest to you? You have to be an international business owner with no risk, no financial risk involved. I'm talking about business with exceptional income, exceptional. In the civil service structure, we talk about 250, 300K, 400K. But when we talk about 2 million in a month, 3 million a month, 5 million a month, it's exceptional income. And it goes beyond that. So you have the monthly income, we call bonus, that will keep increasing month by month. No salary, not a salary that is fixed. Monthly income. I'm taking you through somewhere now that is sustainable in future. And you build what they call residual income. And then you can control your time instead of time controlling us. With this section, you can also help people now to achieve success. That's where we are going to. Will you imagine a business where you can work 4, 5, 6 years and you retire? You retire into wealth, and the business is willable, which means it continues even after your lifetime. This is fantastic, because children who are young now have a future. They have not started working, but they have a future. And then we're looking at incentives. For those who are working, tell me where you are working and tell me what incentive you can think of. I lectured for 40 years and retired December last year. No incentives. But here we talk about incentives. Anyone working today or anyone doing their business today, we're suggesting to you that you can have a brand new car every 3 years, free of charge. Does that make sense to anybody? I'm not just talking. My name is John Ekperijin. You can Google it. I'm a global business builder. I'm just chipping in some few things that can make you have a good sleep tonight for those who can think beyond what I'm saying now. I'm talking about business that is global business. And so you enjoy worldwide vacations every year. Next month is April. We're going to be in Bali, yeah, on a free trip again, and lot more. So I'm just trying to touch on something, go back to whoever invited and say, look, what this guy has said, is it real? Yes, it's real. I will answer on your behalf. You mean some? Yes. And in most cases, keep the job you are doing, keep doing it like I did. Yes. For 20 years, I have been working, but I was doing this as part-time business. And so you can see the multiple streams of income you can earn every day instead of waiting for end of the month to receive pay. You can get income every day, at least 50K in a day from profit on products. Monthly bonus, royalty bonus, group bonus. There are 10 different ways you can have influence. So if your income comes from one source, take notes. You are keeping all your eggs in one basket, anything can happen to it. But when you have multiple streams, inflow from 10 different ways, there is guarantee of no failure. You are going to succeed. If we take the first out of the 10, for example, profits. Jim Rohn says profits are better than wages and salaries, because wages make you a living just to survive, but profits make you a fortune. You are in control. Let us use just the few products that doctor has mentioned now. Some of the product doctor have mentioned now. He mentioned Vitalize for women, Vitalize for men. Also mentioned like berry nectar, I mentioned multi-marker, I mentioned royal jelly. I just picked 4 of these products. These are products that can enhance fertility, products that can make a man enjoy good erectile performance. Look at this. If I am going to supply this product to somebody who I've told the benefit already, I bought these products at wholesale price from the company. Berry nectar, I bought it 10,780, and the company said I must sell it 15,003, so I'm making about 4,006. Vitalize for women, I'm making about 5,000 as profit. Vitalize for men, I'm making about 5,000 as profit. Royal jelly, I'm making about 5,004 as profit. So if I supply this group of products because they are all for fertility to somebody, I have made about 20,439 as my profit. So can you imagine if I supply that in a whole month to 100 customers. Somebody may be asking, how do you get at 100 customers? That's the next stage of what I want to talk to you. I mentioned artificial intelligence just now. There are digital, there are social media platforms. All these are things we've been doing. So these are ways for you to reach out to people to show them what you have, and they get back to you. And you have a consistent customer base. So if one person, you make 20K profit, 100 customers, you have made about 2 million as your profit in a month. This is daily profit, one of the 10 sources. What I'm showing here are different social media where you can explode. We'll work with you and teach you how these things can work. What about the monthly bonus? These are the inflow that comes monthly apart from the daily. So a lot of things here accumulate. That's why you see this company can bring people together who are excited about their future. They want to change their lives, and they have changed their lives. And today we're making a call to come. Let's work together. Let's hold you by the hand and guide you. Everybody can enjoy this life. We don't need to endure the life. So we change our lives in order to enjoy our lives. Look at it. Will you want to go on a vacation to a place like Pattaya? Will you want to? Come with us. All expenses paid for. A step taken, oh my God, leads you to the desired direction in life. So this is one of those things I mentioned enjoying brand new car every 3 years. This is real, free of charge. So you can see people who have enjoyed this. Yeah, look at them. And at the end of the year, you have qualified for what we call the chairman's bonus. These are extras. This is good money. So we're looking at the dream home. How? Is this salary from a teacher or from a banking or from how? If you're in this business and you make 100 million as your chairman bonus, for example, you can begin to address the dream home. True or false? Yes, correct. You can. Every year you have opportunity of hitting at the chairman's bonus. And so you can address those dreams. These are people that have enjoyed this. What you see on the left hand is Kike Lamar was a banker, but today, millionaire. You can see people there, $6,000 US converted to Naira. You see, all we are showing here are relatives. These are the real people. Yes, that have said yes. They listened to this and they got interested, they verified. Like one of the president aspirants always say, go and verify. They verified and they saw, oh, this is real. You can see how young some of them look. Yeah. So what do we do really? What do we do? I'll tell you, the first thing to do, there are amazing products, like doctor has explained. We only took infertility today. We took erectile dysfunction or sexual performance today. There are a lot of other things. Last week we took cardiovascular. So there are a lot of products, but they are natural products. So use the products. Is it personal care product? Is it product for your health? So that you can become the product of the product. People see you and say, what did you use? Your skin is glowing. So if you use the product, what do you do? Be a kind person to share the product benefit to people. Share. Ask questions and tell them, look at what I do. Look at what I use. Also, how do I get it? They get it from you. What next? We work here as a team. As a team. When you work as a team, that is where you build a leverage. So build a team of people who are committed, who will be doing even more than you are doing, and then they see results. Don't bring in people without coaching them on what you know. So coach them. You see, use product for your own health and get excellent health. Then share the product benefit. That is where you make your first inflow because you get profit. When you build a team, as you are building the team, your monthly income and all those other 10 ways of earning will start to accrue. And then coach your team so that you can keep growing and your growth is sustainable. Oh my God. I remember Richard Branson. He says, if someone offers you an amazing opportunity, like I'm doing tonight, and you are not even sure you can do it, just say yes, then learn how to do it later. Don't even ask, well, I heard somebody did it before. Is that person you? Are you subscribing to failure, that the person failed so you won't do it? I've heard about people failing before I started 20 years ago, and I didn't fail. You can do it. Failure is not your portion. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you tonight, because the reason why we went this way again is it's not enough to just be biologically well. If there's financial lack, that is also sickness. So in both fronts, we're addressing health matters here. Thank you once more. And we'll take some few questions, maybe one or two questions. It's time for question now. Those who have been listening, can we take some questions now? Go to the chat.
I think there are a few questions that I jotted from the chat box. Yes,
Okay,
that I think if we look at them, we will have comprehensively look at the major ones, except if there are people that will add more or raise up their hands to ask questions.
Okay, doctor, you can start to address them now.
Yes, one of them was saying that he has been having issues with sperm production. That during sexual intercourse, that he's not discharging sperm at all, and he has gone to several places and he has done many tests, and yet no sperm is coming out. Though one of the things that he had been told is that he's having a very high prolactin level. So I think if you look at the causes that we have mentioned earlier, the physical ones, your case is most likely a physical cause. And I have seen a case recently where tests were undergone in some patients, and then their prolactin level is high. There are drugs that are being given to correct that one. And I also advise them on the natural solution. And the common question that people are asking me, who are insisting on trying the orthodox medication, is that can they use them simultaneously with the forever products? The answer is yes. There is no interaction or contraindication whatsoever where the person who has infertility and taking infertility orthodox drugs cannot also use the natural solution. Besides, I mentioned earlier that is as a result of deficiency of one or two nutrients or inadequacy of them that that result to such to. My advice to you is reach out to the person who invited you to this presentation for more information, because as the Double Diamond manager has said, we have a team of professionals, medical doctors, where all forever distributors in Nigeria are gathered. And when they have one client that has an issue, what they do, that they do not have an answer to it, they forward it to that particular team, and that team look at the problem and then advise appropriately. So reach out to the person who invited you. The whole Forever Nigeria is here to help all our communities in Nigeria. So the second one is to take all that is it compulsory that one must take all the listed products, all the products that are mentioned? The answer is yes, if the person is buoyant. But if the person cannot afford that, then the person can now look at connect with the person who invited him or her, and then you will now discuss further, and then the ones that are preferable for that particular client to take will be mentioned. And another person asks even that question, that are there preferred ones in sequence that one can take? It depends. But all couples, male or female, with infertility whether primary infertility or secondary infertility, they need 4 of these products. That is multi-marker, both of them, aloe vera, both of them, roll jelly, both of them. And then for males, they should add a fertilizer for men. And then for females, they should add fertilizer for women. But if there are males who are also having issues with erectile dysfunction, they should add Ag+. And those that are thinking or they know that they have high cholesterol level, which is likely to block the arteries, should also add the RTXT. So another person asks, how can one take the products? That one is simple. Just reach out to the person who invited you to this presentation, and the person will clearly tell you how to take the products. Then another second to the last question was that can a client with infertility or erectile sexual dysfunction problem and is also diabetic, can that person take Ag+? The answer is no, because rightly, as you have said, Ag+ contains sugar. I have tested it in a few patients, in many patients, but only few of them reported positive answer that Ag+ is not interfering with their blood sugar. But many of them do tell us that Ag+ interfere or raises, or Ag+ raises of their blood sugar. So instead, you can go for Forever Super Greens in place of Ag+, Forever Super Green. Then the fifth and the last one on the chat box was that the person has infertility problem for 12 years. Can the person take all the products? Yes, the person should take all the products. In the question, the gender was not mentioned, but I said it earlier. If it is a male, the person will take fertilizer for men. And if the person is a female, the person should take, the woman should take fertilizer for women. I think these are the most people complain, and I have addressed those ones, the ones that are coming, 3 of them latest. Most people complain that the prices of these products are very high considering the economic situation in the country. How do you get them to buy them? You reach out to the person who introduced you, who invited you to this presentation. If you compare the costs of infertility with the cost of forever products, they are in the ratio of 1:10 million. 1:10 million, and I mean it. I'm serious. I'm a medical doctor, and I'm also a head of Department of Obstetrics and Gynecology in one of the public hospitals. So I know what I'm talking about. I've been coming across a lot of people with erectile dysfunction and a lot of people with infertility. In fact, the example that one of the incidents that I was narrating, that particular woman in Gombe, in fact, that was in 2017 when we met. As at that time, when the dollar was not even as high as now, the total cost of her monthly products was about 80-something thousand naira. That woman with her husband endured to take it for at least in their 5th month. That's when they conceived. So don't look at the cost. The cost is nothing compared with the problem at hand. And I cannot forget this one. A man at the age of 48 who has 6 children then, and the person was diabetic, and the person cannot perform, complete impotence. There is no erection at all. That person made me in the clinic, and that person wept for over 2 years in front of me. And there was nothing we could do to him. And he didn't have the money to go for mechanical intervention somewhere else. So lastly, what product can I use for high prolactin? you are going to use all the products that I have mentioned, except if you are diabetic, you leave the AG Plus and take Forever Super Greens, but you are going to use. And for those that are going for erectile dysfunction or infertility, these are not products like orthodox drugs that you will say, if I take for 2 weeks or 1 month, that's all, I will get the complete result. For natural products to take effect, because they are acting at the cellular level. They are acting at the cellular level. For you to get substantial result, you have to take them for at least 6 weeks to 12 weeks. And some people take it up to 6 months, 1 year. I just told you that that woman conceived in her 5th month of taking her Infertility Forever products. So I think if there are no more questions, I can hand over to Prof. Over to you, sir.
Thank you so much, Doctor. And as before we close now, I just want to chip in, because some people are like, they are not affordable. They are affordable. Affordability is relative. But I'll give you a simple example. You get involved in something and you get more benefit from it. For example, if you buy 3 aloe vera gel bottles, if the price of buying is 2,000 naira and they say sell it for 3,000 naira, you bought 3 for 6,000 naira from the company. And the company says you sell each one for 3,000, which means if you sell 2, you have gotten your 6,000 naira back. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. If you buy 1 for 2,000 and they say sell it for 3,000, that's the retail price. Buy 3 of the aloe vera gel bottles, that will make you have spent 6,000 naira. And because they say sell each one for 3,000, meaning that if you sell only 2, you have made back your 6,000. The third one is your profit. It's free. It's free for you to use. And the higher you go in the business, the more free ones you can also use. If at my level I buy 10 aloe vera gel bottle, by the time I sell like 4 or 5, I've made my money. The rest are my profit. Can't I bath with the gel? I won't complain. So it's better to also take steps. So let me know better what people are doing and enjoy what they're enjoying. Don't stay out there and keep buying at retail price all the time. That's the last message for you. So I want to thank everybody for coming tonight. And I do hope you attend our next week edition, because every Wednesday. Stay relaxed. Our health is what we are looking at. Your health is our concern. Doctor, I thank you so much for the time you have spent tonight. I do hope everybody got value from what we have done tonight. Look at your health and then look at how to make some money so that we are all going to be happy at the end of the day. So have a wonderful night rest. Think of what we have done tonight. Go back to whoever invited you. And if you want more information on how to get the products, distributors who invited you have access to the products. They will link you up to buying the products from the company. God bless you. Have a good night rest. I remain yours, John Ekpe Regin. Good night.